MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball brings us to the great state of Florida and Marlins Park in Miami. Tonight, it's a compelling matchup of two division leaders between the St. Louis Cardinals and the Miami Marlins. Going to be an interesting contrast in styles in this one as one of baseball's hardest throwers goes head-to-head with a top finesse arm. Next, Kevin Bracken gets the call for Game 1 of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, this is a very unique pitcher. He is really tough to hit when runners get into scoring position, and that's one of the reasons why he doesn't give up many runs. We'll see if he can continue.
Stepping into the box, Theo Jamieson. He comes in today leading the National League in hitting this year.
This season really shouldn't come as a surprise to many. We all know what kind of skill this guy produces when he has a bat in his hands.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And now a ball hit pretty well down that right field line. This has some carry to it, and it is gone. Home run. So a two-run homer down the line in right field. Number 31 for him on the season as the Redbirds have taken a 2-0 lead.
As a fellow once said, the only park that ball wouldn't have made it out of is Yellowstone. Everyone knows he's got plenty of thump in his bat, but come on, I'm not sure that ball's even come down yet.
Ready to take his hacks again, Theo Jamieson, as he'll look to follow up the two-run homer he launched over the wall last time up. First pitch coming. Here it is. This is line to left, but he'll flag this one down toward the alley. Nearly trouble, but instead the inning is over. 1-2-3 go the Cardinals. They're down 3-2. So digging in now Theo Jamieson.
The right fielder, Theo Jamieson.
Here's the first pitch to him. Slapped hard the opposite way, and that's in for his second hit of the afternoon. So we'll go at least one at-bat deeper into the top of the sixth after that two-out success. So a solid single to left, and that gives him a multi-hit game here tonight. And as you see there, he's currently pacing this Redbirds team in that category. And here's the former prize Dodger prospect Willie Calhoun. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. The 0-1 delivery. Drops one down here, and he'll try to beat it out. Oh, and it eats him up a bit.
Check the outfielders now. Look at that.
Stepping into the box, Harrison Bader. He was sent packing on strikes in his last trip.
Bader.
Hits are even right now at 5 aside. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. And the two-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. 6th, 7th, and 8th place hitters due up in the bottom of inning number 6. The Marlins on top, 6-2. Striding in to start the 9th, Theo Jamieson, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Theo Jamieson.
First pitch of the at-bat. Ground ball right side.
Dig.
Urania in the hole. Throw on to first for the out, and
I expect this series to be a battle. So to take the first game at home is definitely the way you want to start it out. Give that home crowd a reason to come back tomorrow for what will hopefully be another solid performance.
And tonight's comes to an end, 6-3 the final. Miami rack up a division leading 40th victory of the season. Kevin Bracken earns his 5th winner of the year. Bernardo Robles permitted 6 earned runs to come across in the losing effort. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plezak, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show. First opened back in 2012, we're live inside the cavernous Marlins Park in Miami. Tonight, a battle of 2 first-place squads between the St. Louis Cardinals and the Miami Marlins. Who's going to win this showdown between these two? Find out next. Robert Griffiths is on the mound for Game 2. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, every team needs a pitcher like this one here. His numbers aren't going to blow you away. Career ERA just under 4. But one thing he does, he takes the ball every 5 days, throws strikes, and gives his team a chance.
Stepping in, Theo Jamieson. He drove in 2 of his club's 3 runs in last night's affair.
Jamieson.
He's set, and the pitch. Good off-speed pitch had him out in front for strike 1. Guys, this Marlins ball club, as they begin play here tonight, they've got to be considered one of, if not the hottest team in baseball right now. Winners of 8 of their last 10 ball games.
What an opportunity to get a chance to put our eyeballs on one of the best teams in baseball right now. This team has played so well. Their manager has been on point. Every move he makes is working. Timely hitting, great defense, good bullpen. The starters have been on point. This is going to be special.
Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Working the plate is Carl Dixon.
Dan, this is an offensive player's dream to have Carl Dixon behind the dish. He is tight on the corners.
He is, D-Row, and listen, he makes you bring the ball into the strike zone. Normally, high scoring of games when Carl's behind the dish.
Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Lays off the splitter that time, and it's full 3-2.
I don't even think I need to look in the dugout on this one. I think it's safe to assume he's going to be running. Too good a hitter at the plate not to think he's going to put the ball in play.
A bullet to first base, and they will apply the tag between first and second. It's a double play, and just like that, the side is retired. And now the Marlins will have a crack at things. No score. Now to the plate, Richard Uringa, and he's carrying a batting average of just over 300. So clearly he's been a productive player with the bat in his hand so far. Here's the 0-1 pitch. In the air to right center and carrying well. Way back there now, and gone. Home run. So it's a 2-run shot to right center. 6th home run on the season for him. And the Marlins have taken a 2-0 lead.
Wow, not every call is going to go your way. And there are some pitchers that pitchers think are pitchers' pitches, and you don't get that, and it puts you in a bad spot. And you could tell that it affected him. He was fuming, and he really wanted that last pitch. And the result, he lost focus and made another bad.
Leading off the inning, Theo Jamieson, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Fouled away. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. Hit out towards second.
Come on, get there,
Scooped
get there.
up. Throw to first in time. One gone here in the fourth. Leading off the inning, Theo Jamison, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Into right field, that's a base hit.
Boy, Dero, it's about time they got something brewing here. First pitch single, and maybe now they can start to get some traffic on the bases.
Yeah, absolutely, Dan. Ambush tactics, not always the play. You want to drive that pitch count up and get into that bullpen, but sometimes desperate times call for desperate measures.
The next to bat for St. Louis, number 35, 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Now the payoff pitch home. On the ground is short. This could be two. There's one. On to first, and that's the very last thing they needed at this point in the ball game, as there are quickly 2 away now.
Just a 2-hopper to short. Can't ask for anything easier than that, and they roll up your basic 6-4-3 double play.
Striding in, Richard Arena. He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. 7 runs, 11 hits, and 1 error so far for the Marlins. High and deep to straightaway right. Jamison ranging back, and it's gone as they add still another. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His second of the game, as they've widened this lead to 8 now.
Wow, he really hit that ball well. Put a great swing on it with great extension, and it sailed right out of here.
Ready once again, Theo Jamison. He singled his last time up.
Theo Jamison.
First delivery to him on the way. Line towards center field. Brister is there, 2 gone.
Wow, not only are complete games rare in this day and age of Major League Baseball, but a complete game shutout. This guy was in total command from the first inning through the 9th. Totally dominant in this one.
A 9-0 shutout final in this ball game. The Miami Marlins jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Robert Griffiths notches his 3rd win of the year. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com. From Little Havana, just west of downtown Miami, we've got baseball from Marlins Park. Tonight, it's a compelling matchup of 2 division leaders between the St. Louis Cardinals and the Miami Marlins. These two should provide some big-time fireworks. First pitch is coming up. Bobby Dye gets the ball for Miami in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
This guy's a pretty good pitcher, and I was looking through the stats, and one thing jumped out at me: a sub 1.20 whip coming into this start. That tells me a couple of things. One, he's not afraid to throw.
So striding in, Theo Jamison. First shot for him here as he enters play, currently leading the senior circuit in batting.
There's no way you could have forecasted this kind of season from this guy. Not to take anything away from him, but I don't think many people in baseball considered him to be one of the league's best hitters for average coming into this year.
Hit hard back up the middle. Urena scoops it up. Throw to first will be in time, and there's 1 gone here to start the second.
Check out the Miami Marlins on defense. And I'm locking in today on outfielder Nick Williams. Pretty swing at the dish, but in the outfield as well, this guy can go get it in the gap. Not the strongest of arms, but very accurate. Not a lot of guys are going to test it coming around third.
Stepping in, Ross Woodward. He had a couple of hits in that ball game last night.
Ross Woodward.
Fly ball out to right field. And this is taken in just shy of the warning track for out number 1.
The St. Louis Cardinals attack you on defense in this fashion. And I'm locking in today on outfielder Harrison Bader, one of the elite defenders in the game. Burst on the scene in 2018, and he can go get them with the best of them. Elite defender, people. Lock in on him. Top of the order.
In now, Theo Jamison. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Jamison.
Here comes the first pitch. And that misses ball 1. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. And this will bang up against the wall. And they'll keep it going here as he's in with a double. So now time will be called as we're going to get a visit from the pitching coach here as he'll hope to settle his guy down. And here's the former prize Dodger prospect Willie Calhoun. 1 for 1 after a single this first time up.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard through the infield. He's going to wave them.
Swing and a miss, and that's a much needed first out there.
Wow, that's awfully impressive right there. The pitch before was really close. Called the ball. What does he do? He comes back with a better pitch and gets the punch out.
So one gone here in the St. Louis third. And into bat next, one of the fastest players in all of baseball, Harrison Bader. The 2-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
Well, his struggles continue. It's been a rough go of it at the plate with him, and watching this at bat, it's clear to me that his rhythm and timing, they're just all off. Even as a pitcher like I was, you could tell these things and exploit them.
Stepping in for the Cardinals, number 13, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Hit hard and caught down there at third. Pretty much right in the glove that time, and the inning is over. So 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a man left on. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. The Cardinals lead it 3-0.
Welcome back. The Marlins are set to hit here in the 3rd inning, and this offense has certainly not disappointed this year. Coming into the day, they are up near the top of the league in home run production, so it's certainly safe to say they're a fun bunch to watch swing the bats. When asked about their success with the long ball, one player told me, "Yeah, home runs are fun and they can change a whole game. So when we get a pitch we can do damage on, you better believe we're looking."
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Nick Williams. He popped out in his first trip. Seager leads off first with 1 away. Skied into very shallow right. Jamison is under it, and that's the 2nd out of the inning. Coming to the plate now, Theo Jamison. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Yeah, he did a great job to go down and get that one his last at-bat. But I got to think they're going to pitch him up, maybe elevate something in the zone. Interested to see how he approaches this next AB.
0-1 the count. Oh, 0-1, here it comes. Maybe a little jumpy there as he swings through the fastball.
Hey, this is the game within the game right here. The hitter has to decide if he's going to change his game plan. Is he going to stay staunch and wait for him to miss over the heart of the plate or inside? Or is he going to adjust his sights and try and drive the ball the other way?
Started the breaking ball far too inside that time. Laid off for ball one. The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2.
This kind of hitter right here, we call this guy a grinder. What are grinders? They just kind of foul off some good pitches. They lay off the pitches just off the plate. This is every pitcher's nightmare, a guy that's up there with a plan and not just up there swinging at anything that you throw towards home plate.
Willie Calhoun waits on deck. Line to the right side. And that falls in for a solid base hit, his second of the night. So the leadoff man reaches in their half of the fifth. So he'll hold on at first following the single to right. Make it 2 hits for him here this evening. And as you see there, he's currently pacing this Redbirds team in that category. Standing in, Willie Calhoun. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch outs will stick with you a little longer.
Inside, he misses ball 4.
Huge innings have begun with much less, I can tell you that. First and second, no out, and the guy on the bump really needs a strikeout or a double play right here.
Stepping up to the plate, Harrison Bader. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far.
Harrison Bader.
Oh, and this ball is absolutely blasted. High and deep. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. A 3-run shot down the line in left. 8th home run on the season for him as this lead swells to 7-0.
Well, with no outs, you can afford to give up a single, but you can't afford to give up a 3-run homer. He just caught too much of the plate. Now he's back to the drawing board. No outs, and the inning is already an ugly one.
Now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Theo Jamieson, 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. Here's the first pitch to him, and it's fouled away. Here's the 0-1. Slider laid off for a ball.
Clearly staying away from him in this at-bat with that runner in scoring position tells me they're trying to force him to reach for something and maybe roll over on it.
Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Good deception on the slider there as he's way out in front. Good plate discipline to lay off the slider that time, and he draws even at 2-2.
That's a really tough pitch to do anything with. The backdoor slider just off the plate, just missing the strike zone. That's nearly an unhittable pitch to hit for a hitter.
2-2 count. Here it comes. This is in the air to left. Williams is right there as he'll put it away without much problem. Into the box, Richard Arena, and he's looking to add on to his 2 RBI game from earlier.
Richard Arena.
The 1-1 home. Skied into straightaway right. Jamieson is over, And that's the third out. So it's a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. 8th inning coming up. The Cardinals are out in front 8-3. Digging in now, Theo Jamieson. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Lifted the other way down the left field line. Williams is over to his right, and he puts this one away for out number 2.
It seemed like everyone had a hand in this win, and that's usually the case when you win a game by 8 runs. Feels good to dominate a game like that.
12-4 is the final in this game. The St. Louis Cardinals scored 12 times en route to a win tonight. Dakota Hudson earns win number 4 on the season. Bobby Dye was only able to work 4 innings as he takes the loss. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show. MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball brings us to the great state of Florida and Marlins Park in Miami. Today, a matchup of a pair of first-place teams between the St. Louis Cardinals and the Miami Marlins. It's Marlins baseball, and it's next on the show. Aaron Nola will be on the mound for Game 4. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a look at a guy that's really dependable. Last 3 starts, ERA just under 3.00, and that's some pretty good pitching. Minimizes the amount of walks, keeps his hits.
Into the box now, Theo Jamieson. He comes in today leading the National League in hitting this year.
This season really shouldn't come as a surprise to many. We all know what kind of skill this guy produces when he has a bat in his hands.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Hard 90, hard 90.
Towards second, and that's through for a hit.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Now at the plate, Bo Bichette. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. Munoz on second. Jamieson is over at first with 1 away. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. Verhoeven is under it. 2 gone. Now a chance to look at the starting 9 for the visiting St. Louis Cardinals. What's the word on them as they try to split the series, Mark?
Well, Matt, this goes for both lineups. They know they're dealing with a tough test in a pitcher's park, but they can't let that bother them too bad, or they'll walk out of here 3-4 game set 0 for 12, 0 for 15. They have to find a way to stay within themselves, line drive approach. One will carry out of here if they get it.
The left fielder, number 5.
And here's the former prize Dodger prospect, Willie Calhoun. Ready with the 1-2. This is pulled into right, and the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. No runs, a hit, 2 left. Now the Marlins will see what they can do. No score. Coming to the plate now, Theo Jamieson. And here's an at-bat you don't want to miss. The pop is something to see, so will have to be dealt with carefully here. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1. 3rd inning, no score to this point. And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. Gone! A solo shot here to straightaway right field. 32 now for the season. And the Cardinals move out in front 1-0.
I can tell you one thing. You might get away with throwing a ball in that location in the minor leagues, but when you get one up like that in the zone right over the plate.
Digging in once again, Theo Jameson, already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here.
It'll be interesting to see if they use that changeup in this at-bat. That last at-bat, that was a changeup he hit for a home run. I'm going to see if this time they don't go to more fastballs and curveballs.
And he takes ball 1. And a fastball that's about off the radar screen there. It's 2-0. The 2-0 on the way. Smoked on the ground up the middle. And that'll find its way into center field for a 1-out hit.
Boy, this guy's off to some kind of series, and he's one of the better road hitters in all of baseball.
Yeah, and some guys just have a knack for lighting it up on the road, getting that good night's sleep, and finding a way to get to the yard early and work on their craft.
So a runner at first with 1 out now. And in to bat next, the legacy Bo Bichette. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. On the ground to the left side. The second for 1. Relay to first in time. And just like that, this side is retired. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. Back with more of this Thursday afternoon business person special. Following Theo Jameson will stride in again, and before he takes his cuts here, let's flash you back to the 3rd inning. This was just a solo shot, but it definitely helped get this offense going. From the stretch. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. We're in the 7th inning now of a 4-3 ball game. Oh, on the ground to short. Could this be 2? 1 there. On to first, and they get them both.
Now batting, 3rd baseman, Rock.
This is in the air out to right. And that'll take care of the pinch hitter here for route number 2. Up next to be Nick Williams. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the 9th.
Williams.
Miami down to their last strike. And this is in the air to right, and this should do it. Moving under it, Jameson makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
Hey, it's hard to win games at any point, but to win games on the road, especially in this ballpark, so they are very happy with this win.
5-3 the final score in this afternoon's game. The St. Louis Cardinals rack up a division-leading 40th victory of the season. Justin Holton earns his 8th victory of the season. Alex Reyes closes the door for the save, his 21st of the year. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.